Hello YouTube viewers, this is SippedChick. I'm going to do a very brief, under 10-minute video. I just want to take the time today today's June 7th, and acknowledge my 3-month surgiversary, as they call it. On March 6th of 2015, I underwent the SippedChick procedure, and I am 3 months out now. Right now, I'm still hovering about 205, and I will be completely honest. I have eaten some foods that I shouldn't have, and I think I mentioned it in the last video. I'm going through this phase where I'm eating a bunch of crap that I shouldn't be eating. But the good news is I'm not gaining, really. Well, I won't say really gaining. I think the last time I weighed in, when I had a significant loss, when I was headed in the downward direction, it was 205. Now I'm hovering around 208, 209, and like I said, certain times of the month I tend to put on a lot of water weight, but at the same time, I think some of it may be salt, because I'm eating a lot of processed foods that I should be eating out of convenience or even boredom. Yes, some of those bad eating habits I found start creeping up. So what I'm going to do this week is to try, actually, back up. Not just this week, but this month, the rest of this month of June. It's going to be a milestone for me. I'm planning to be under 200 pounds by my birthday, which is on July 3rd. So I have a little less than a month to lose 9 pounds, which I think is pretty feasible, especially at the rate I've been losing, and if I eat the way I'm supposed to and exercise. It's inevitable to happen, because I've been losing, I haven't had a stall, and yeah, so once this water weight comes off, I think I'll probably it's going to start moving in the downward direction again. I'm not going to wait for that to happen until I recommit myself to my healthy eating habits. I would like to do that at the same time as the water weight is coming off again. So just wanted to take time to acknowledge that. Any weird complications I've had. I don't think I've mentioned this in the other videos, and I think I did a video and I had some technical difficulties that I couldn't post it. So let me just acknowledge here that I did have a problem one evening. In the early hours of the morning, I woke up and I was choking. I think I may have had some type of vomiting incident while I was sleeping and didn't realize it, and I think I had aspirated a little bit, and that was very uncomfortable and very unnerving, because it never happened before. But I drew the conclusion too that I did eat too much, and I laid down too early after I ate, and I had something I shouldn't have, which was carbonated beverages. I had not even a whole can, but like maybe a couple of sips of a Diet Coke, Coke Zero or something like that, and then laid down. And then a few hours later, I woke up and I was coughing. I was trying to cough it up. I mean, that could happen to anyone, even if you didn't have bariatric surgery. But certain combinations of things, eating too soon before bedtime and drinking carbonated beverages, may cause an incident in vomiting. But the good news is that is my only incident that I've ever had the entire time with a vomiting issue since surgery ever. And I was able to pinpoint what caused it, or what may have been the culprit, and I didn't do that again, and I haven't had any more problems. And that was about a month ago, probably like late April, early May that happened. And like I said, I mentioned it in the other video that I didn't get to post because I had some technical problems with the video. But just want to acknowledge this major timeline, moment of my timeline. 3 months out, so far I still feel the same. I haven't had any other weird complications. I get occasional constipation, but that's expected. But I have ways to deal with that as it comes, and taking stool softener before you need it. That's the key. If you wait until you need it, it's too late. I actually read that in one of my manuals verbatim, and said that if you wait until you need it, then it's too late. So if it it is too late, I mean, worst case, I can take some milk or mag or something, but I don't take it every day. I just make sure I try to drink a lot of water, as much as I can stand. With I add extra, or I add some flavorings in there. I found some things that I liked, like sugar-free Kool-Aid and the Jolly Rancher flavored drink mixes you can add to a bottle of water. Um, yeah, there is something else I noticed. Oh, good. I'm only at 5:30, 5 minutes and 36. My stomach is starting to get kind of wrinkly. But you know what? I said I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't gonna show my skin, but you know what? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. You want to see what I look like? I'm not gonna show any private body parts, top or bottom, but I'm gonna show my stomach. I didn't want to do this at first, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, this is a good angle. So as you can see, I've got I guess they call this a muffin top, and I've always had it. Sorry, I don't know where it's going. I still got some fat in there. Like, it's still enough to jiggle, you can see. I'm worried that this big tail and this lighting is bad. What I'm concerned about is, I'm sorry. I am noticing wrinkles in my stomach, and it's not as bloated as it was, which is great, but I'm worried that I'm going to have a problem with skin, which is why I've been very diligent about going to a trainer 3 times a week. There's one at my job, I go see him twice a week, and then my own gym, I do that once a week. And then the rest of the time, the rest of the days that I don't train with a trainer, I do a lot of cardio. I do about 45 minutes of cardio, outside of that to keep the fat burning going. But just want to let you know that even at 205, I've lost 60 pounds, and I've lost about 50 something pounds before, and I didn't notice it. And I think it may be something directly related to weight loss patients, because I've lost that amount of weight before, but I was gonna say maybe I didn't lose it as fast, and I probably didn't. And as I'm sitting here right now, my body's probably fighting to burn the calories, right, like right at this moment. Probably not so much when I was just dieting and exercising. There's so many different things going on with my anatomy right now, like with the rerouting of the intestine and not absorbing as many calories as I normally would pre-op. So there's something different about the weight loss and weight loss patients. Not the speed of it per se, but I think it's just something with the whole mechanism. It does something to the. I think it may do something different to the fat. I'm not sure. That's my suspicion, because I've lost this much weight before and I didn't notice anything. My skin wrinkling, like getting kind of like a balloon. If you slowly let the air out, or if you let the balloon sit for a few days. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but a balloon, sometimes it'll do this thing where it'll be stretched out, and then as the days go by, if you let the balloon sit there, the air will gradually leak out, and then the texture of the balloon, the rubber will get kind of wrinkly. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Anyway, I'm going on 9 minutes now. I don't want to bore you with my wrinkly stomach or threat thereof of wrinkly stomach with extra skin. But I did want to just take a moment to acknowledge my 3-month surgery. Sorry. And if you got any questions you need to ask me, something I didn't cover or something you're curious about, things that I may have experienced that I haven't mentioned in any of my videos, you can reach me at SippedChick@gmail.com, and it's SippedChick@gmail.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's the same username, SippedChick. That's SippedChick. And I'll also leave it below in the comments. Alright, well, not the comments, but the description box. Alright, until next time, going on to month number 4.